Kayla McLeod. I'm out here at Sun and Fun with Chad, and we're going to be installing the Acme tailwheel assembly on this Carbon Cub. So step one of the process is to raise the tail of the airplane until level and make sure to support it. Oh goodness. There we go. Step two is to make sure that the airplane's header rack is level. Step three, we're going to disassemble the stock rear suspension. Step four is to unbox the tail wheel. You're going to want to make sure that you have the instruction manual as well as all of your necessary hardware. So step five, we're going to be installing the stinger base. We know this is unconventional, but it's super important to go from the bottom to the top through the hardened washer. So for step six, you're going to make sure that all of your hardware is torqued to the appropriate torque specs in the manual. Once that is completed, you want to ensure that your rudder horn has the appropriate clearance. If your rudder horn does not have the appropriate clearance, you're able to install a washer in between the stinger base and the airframe. So for step seven, we want to make sure that the stinger arm is perfectly level. Just what we did with the header racks. So this is good. If this is not level, you want to adjust your heim joints. For step eight, we want to make sure that the tail wheel assembly is secure to the stinger arm, and we want to make sure that the hardware is torqued to your appropriate specs in the manual. For step nine, we're going to install the shock. First things first, we want to make sure that the Schrader valve is pointed upwards and that the bushings are installed correctly. For step 10, we want to ensure that the shock is installed properly as well as the hardware. It's really important to make sure that these are torqued to the appropriate specs in the manual. Next, we're going to install the chains. For step 11, now that the airplane's on the ground, you have the ability to adjust the rate. By going to the front hole, it's 22% softer, and by going to the back hole, it's 22% stiffer.